want to style your wedding tables like a pro? Stay tuned because I am revealing my secrets in today's video. Hi, I'm Ria, wedding designer and stylist, and I love helping couples like you have fun while you plan your wedding. So guys, in today's video, it is all about styling tables. How do we style them so that they look amazeballs? We want the wow factor when your guests walk in. So I'm going to dive into the tips straight away because I know you're going to be eager to hear what they are. So number one is to commit to a style. It's really important to have a clear vision from the off of what you're trying to achieve. So choosing a style is essential for helping you choose your decor afterwards to help you create this look. So your style might look something like this. It could be rustic and relaxed. It could be modern and industrial. It could be vintage glam. It could be whimsical and fun. So you see, by choosing a style, it's helping you narrow down your choices basically to have a combination of things that you really like. Number two is to commit to a colour palette. So it's really important to select your colours from the very beginning, making sure that they work with each other. So it makes it easy for you to decide on all the things that you're going to need to help you decorate the table. And you know, the colours can be incorporated in your candles, they can be your napkins, your linens for the table. It could be stationery, and obviously it could be florals. So there's all these things to consider, and if you have a colour palette to work with from the off, then it's obviously making it really easy for you to pull in all the decorations that you need to create this overall vision. So number three is to consider your vibe that you want to create. So this is basically pulling in your style and your colours and making sure that the atmosphere that you're trying to create for your guest is all tying in together. So when it comes to your colours, you might want to consider what these tones and shades are so that obviously it creates the right vibe. So if you use like pastels and muted colours, then obviously this is going to create like an elegant romantic vibe and a calm feeling, whereas if you go for more vibrant colours and brights, then obviously this is going to create like a fun party atmosphere. So obviously the choice of colour tones and shades are really going to make a huge difference when it comes to the atmosphere. Colours have such power like that. So it's definitely worth taking some time to consider the atmosphere as well. So, and the same goes for your wedding style. Does this marry up with the kind of vibe that you want to create overall? So number four is to not forget the logistics. It's so important to not forget these things. You need to know how many tables you are going to be having. You need to know the sizes of them. You even need to know the shape, so if they're rectangular or whether you're using round tables to decorate. And you also need to know how many people they seat, so how many place settings for each table. And obviously you need to work out how much decor you're going to need for each table, and obviously multiply it by how many you've got in the room. You also need to take into consideration like the height of the ceiling. If you're having like centerpieces and things, you need to know all the logistics, what you're dealing with, so it can help you make better choices for your table decorations. Number five is to not overload your tables. It is so easy to get carried away when it comes to your decor and you have too much on the table because, you know, there are other things that need putting on the table as well. Obviously, you're going to have all your glassware, all your crockery and all your cutlery. So it's important not to overload it because the last thing you want is for it all to look crowded, and your guests will feel like if they move a hand, they're going to knock something over. And obviously they need to talk to the guests the other side of the table easily. So it's important not to block their view as well. So don't go crazy on your decor. It's nice to have all these pretty things, but the last thing you want is it to feel too full and your guests don't feel comfortable sitting there. So those are today's tips. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified of any new videos that go live. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.